Okay, so we are on page 111, problem solving application, nurse. Even if you're not going to be a nurse, you're still doing math, you're still working with numbers, and it's good to be familiar with what's going on here. First thing I want to make mention, top of 111, that is a really, really ugly nurse drawing. I don't know who drew this, but if you look on page 112, the drawing of that nurse is even worse. So these people, I think, are maybe like fourth grade artists or something, but I wonder if this book was written before they really took pictures or they're just trying to save money. But no, anyway. So this table shows that we've got 3 different hospitals that we're looking at immunizations. So immunizations means you're getting medication to keep you from getting sick, like getting a flu shot or something like that to keep you from getting sick, not after you get sick. So we've got 3 hospitals that have given immunizations. That's a really long word and hard to say. And these are all of the different diseases that the immunizations were fighting against. So you don't want to get diphtheria, so you go in and you get a shot at hospital A, and you're one of the 805 that got a shot there, or B or C. So all 3 of these hospitals gave diphtheria shots, and these are the number of people that got shots at each hospital. Flu shots, everybody chose hospital A for some reason, not nearly as many as B and C. And measles, mumps, polio, rubella, smallpox, and tuberculin. So all of these diseases, they got shots for. And that's what page 112 is going to be going over. If you can do the work without staring at the ugly nurse on page 112. That's just kind of hard to keep your eyes off of her, isn't it? All right, so we're using the table that we have right here. And it says, number 1 says, what was the total number of people immunized for diphtheria? So these are the people that were immunized for diphtheria, and they're wanting to know the total number. So you take this number, add that number, and that gives you the answer. They ask you the same thing with polio. Numbers 3 and 4. How many more people were immunized for measles than for mumps? Well, you have to add the number of measles people up, add the number of mump people up, and take the difference between those two, and that would tell you how many more were immunized for measles than for mumps. And in this one specifically, they're not asking you to add up all of these, like I just said. Sorry about that. They're just wanting to know hospital A. I should have read the entire instructions. So at hospital A, how many more people got measles shots than mump shots? And at hospital C, how many more people got measles shots than mump shots? So you just take the difference between those two, and you've got your answers for 3 and 4. 5 and 6, what was the total number of immunizations for rubella and smallpox? So we're looking at rubella, and we're looking at smallpox. They're wanting you to find out the total number that were immunized for those. So you just add up all the 6 of those numbers. For mumps and measles, you're doing the same thing, only you're going to add up all of these numbers in blue there. Okay. 7, which 2 hospitals immunized the greatest number of people? Well, you're going to have to add up all of these numbers for all 3 hospitals. And it says which 2 hospitals, you're just going to get the top 2 numbers. Which 2 hospitals immunize the least number? You're going to take your total here, here, and here, and take the 2 that have the least number. Number 9, the number of diphtheria immunizations at hospital A. Let me see if I can get rid of my handy dandy. Okay, so now I can go and give me a green highlighter. Number of diphtheria immunizations at hospital A was about how many times as great as the number immunized for diphtheria at hospital B. Okay, they want to know how many times. If you took this number times a number, would you get something close to 805? If you took it times 3, you'd get a lot bigger number than 805. So this number is not 3 times this, but it's almost double this. So you would say it's an almost 2 times bigger number here than here. The number of flu immunizations at Hospital A was about how many times greater as the number of flu at Hospital B. So let's use yellow here. There we go. There's our flu. How much bigger a number is this than this? How many times would you have to multiply this to get a number close to this? So just take your calculator, take it times 2, 3, 4, and see which answer is going to be the closest to this, and that would be the number you'd put in for number 10, how many times it was greater. And that's it for this practice session.